Hi everyone, this is Jackie from Bronx Baubles, and I'm bringing you another exciting video. Well, I haven't been here in a while, and I have to profusely apologize for that, but I've been throwing up a lot of shorts videos, and some of these jewels I have here are in those videos. But what's today's video? Well, let me share with you. Today's video, I am going to be taking you down the ethnic jewelry haul. That's right. This haul was specifically on ethnic jewelry that I have sourced out in the wilds in the last few months. And I thought, my favorite kind of jewelry to collect is ethnic jewelry. So I realized that a lot of the things that I buy are ethnically inspired. And so this video is on vintage costume jewelry, the ethnic haul edition. So if that's what interests you and you want to take a look at what I have here, then don't go away. Stay right here with me and let's take a peek at this incredible haul. I don't even know where to start. So I'm just going to go dig in and pick up this piece right here. I did a shorts on this piece. This is a Navajo piece, and inside is a petrified wood that looks like a jasper stone. And for a while there, I thought it was jasper. And after I touched it, it didn't have that cold feel. And so I did a little research on this piece, and it turned out it's petrified wood. Then I have here, I found this piece here. I got this one at the Chelsea Flea Market in the city. And this one is covered in turquoise faience Egyptian beads. Now, of course, this is not gonna fit my belly, but might fit my daughters, might fit some of you guys out there who are lucky enough to have a thin waist, but it is just so beautiful. I was thinking that maybe I could wear it as a necklace, and so I just love it so very much. And of course, those scarabs are just magnificent. I got this at the Norma vintage jewelry show. This one was held by Housing Works here in New York City. I fell in love with it. Look at this big honker. It has this face, this African face, and the spiral motif. Spiral motifs are really symbolic in a lot of different cultures, including the African. And so as you can see how it spirals from within is from without. And sometimes it's considered never ending because it just spins around and around and around. And I believe the spirals go in different locations. One side, I think maybe to the left might be for male and to the right is female. Don't quote me on that. But there's a lot of symbolism in spiral concentric circles. And so you should look into that. This jewelry is such a fascinating field. Jewelry history and jewelry symbolism, jewelry stories, things that I like to study. There's so much information that, sometimes it's really hard to recall the information. Look at this face right here. The mask that covers someone's face is very spiritual. The eyes. This is sort of amuletic qualities. You got these two big honking balls here. It's a choker. It's solid. This piece, look how solid it is. It's not flimsy at all. It's very heavy. I believe these are made from ostrich shells. So take a look at this piece. Really something special. I just know that I love it very much. I like the length of it. These brass, I'm sure there's meaning to this brass piece here. I don't know what it is. If you do, let me know in the comments. All right, these are from the Fulani tribe. And what I love about these pieces of jewelry is that these pieces show the wealth of the wearer. So the bigger these are, the more wealthier they are. And they're usually made from gold or even brass. So sometimes you see these ladies wearing these huge pieces of Fulani earrings, and it's usually made from a sheet metal that they carve and cut out to look like this. These I actually bought because they're silver and I didn't have a silver pair. And growing up in the South Bronx, the big girls with those big hoop earrings, the knocker earrings. The origin of those earrings come from the Fulani earrings like these. So these were the origin of those big hoop knocker earrings, and every time I see these, I just can't help but to buy them. And one of the things that is on my bucket list is the really huge earrings that I see in the African market, and I plan to purchase one of those earrings this summer. So you'll be seeing that in an upcoming video, I'm sure. What else do I have here? Woo! How about this? It's a brass, right, necklace, and most people will look at this and they would think that it's perfume, but this is made in India, and it's made of brass, and it has like this lotus carving etched on here, and it has this incredible wand, and this wand is for makeup. See that? They would put kohl in here. Kohl is K-O-H-L, kohl, and they would dip it just like the Egyptians did it back in the days, and run this through their eyes, and they have that beautiful cat eyes. And so this is actually a makeup applicator and not a perfume bottle like most people would mistakenly call it. Let's take a stroll to France. This is a Leah sign made in France. It's like a form of plastic, and I bought this for $1.99, and they go for about $100. This is a Leah Stein book piece, so you will see this in a book. And in fact, I have a shorts video on this one, so you should check it out. Always good to study those books, and I put out a lot of short videos lately, and some of them highlight books that I have in my collection, and a lot of times I like to feature pieces that I have that are book pieces, so check that video out. Let's stick back with India. And I purchased this one recently. This is probably one of my most recent. This one is so gorgeous. It is Indian, and India and their bangles, they're revered and known for their incredible bangles. And this bangle, look how tiny. I'm like, oh my God, that can't fit me. But little did I know, there is a little screw here. Let's see if I can get that open. Yep, here we go. And voila, it opens up with a hinge, and then you clamp it down and you close it up again with the little knob. These have simulated rubies, these have simulated pearls, these have simulated emeralds, and these are very much in the Mughal style of India. I'm gonna hop on over to Mexico now. And I bought these two big, beautiful, look at these. Oh, they're so pretty. These are filigree, and it has a bird motif on it, and it has a rose motif, and it has these fringe. Sometimes I buy things because it attracts my attention for some reason. And I only buy things that I absolutely love, and also to fill in certain holes in my jewelry collection. I have these beautiful embroidered dresses that I'm hoping to wear this summer, and I thought, wouldn't it be great to have some earrings to go with the beautiful dresses that I have? So that's that. And then I have here a bracelet from Thailand. This is made, the base of it is wood, and then it's covered with this embroidered fabric that is bright and colorful, and I think it's just really a nice piece. Now it's for those skinny wristed girls, and I sourced this for I think $1 or $2.99 or something to that effect. Very, very economical and inexpensive. Let's go back to Africa. This is a stunning pair of earrings. This earrings, let me just take a look-see here. It has this little tube here that you have to stick it through, and this is like a fish, a sort of stylized fish with these beautiful curved tail. It's just etched with a rose motif, and it has these eyes, and the eyes are actually served as the mechanism that you put it through your ears, and it kind of helps with that mechanism. I have to confess something. When I bought these earrings, I really thought they were Chinese. I did not know that these were not Chinese or Asian at all. They are from Ghana, and they have all kinds of meaning. This is Aneye Game. Ooh, I'm butchering that, I'm sure. And I did a YouTube shorts on it, so you really should check it out and get to know what this is. And then this is for, the meaning of this is for accept God. And it's probably one of their most prolific symbols in the Indian category. And there are, I believe, over 100 symbols that you will see in jewelry. You will see them in cloth, in clothing, in books, in paintings, and it's very important to them. I was so excited to find the true meaning of these symbols, and that is why I bought these, was because I knew they were something special, and I wanted to find out what it is. And it leads me down the rabbit hole. There's so much stories in these pieces. This piece is from Taxo, Mexico, and I just love them so much. I've been coveting these pieces for a long time. This is earrings, and these earrings have two beautiful doves and a flower motif in the middle, hearts, and dangles with 3 little hearts on the bottom. And of course, all of this contains symbolism from Mexico. But I like it because my father was, he flew birds in New York City back in the days. He loved birds. And when he went to Puerto Rico, he raised geese and ducks. And he had 2 birds tattooed on his chest when he was a soldier in Hawaii as a young man. And so birds always mean a lot to me. They are messengers. They are spiritual. Lovebirds in particular were my father's favorite. And so I guess when I see these earrings that have bird motifs, it brings me back to my love for him and his love for his children. And of course, the heart motif says it all. These are very symbolic for me on a personal level too. And they are spectacular. And sticking with Mexico, check this out. This is La Virgen de Guadalupe. It is the patron saint of Mexico. And there is a story. Check this out on my YouTube shorts. This ring is large and in charge. And it has the cloak of roses, and you have Virgin Mary. And I just think this is a really spectacular, a lot of meaning for me on a personal level, but it's just aesthetically bellissimo, don't you think? Check my shorts on this one. Let's hop on over to the Dominican Republic, which is one of the Caribbean islands, and check this honking huge Larimar stone. The blue on this stone is just spectacular. This is done with a brutalist style. It is like this claws or branches that are almost like tendril-like, and it's really graphic, and I love it. And to get really good Larimar, you have to find the stone that has swirls of patterns that look like waves of the ocean. That's how you can get good Larimar. Now, you can only get the stone in the Dominican Republic. Can't get it anywhere else. And to find big pieces like this one, oh my gosh, it's like super rare. It's so rare, I actually found another one. And I'm just in love with these. This one here, this Larimar is done in the Navajo Indian style. To find these rings in this big is like super, super incredible. And they're getting harder and harder to find. Now this, you can see the ocean pattern. This is a little bit more white in the middle, but still just as spectacular because it looks like it is a wave crashing down into the beach. In the Dominican Republic, the government had to take over the mining of Larimar. There is such a demand for this piece of stone that it's revered in so many different countries. In China, in America, people just love, love, love. Because look at, who wouldn't want the ocean on their hand? And so the mining of these became very, very seriously dangerous. And so the government supposedly stepped in. I don't know if it's a genuine reason or not, or if there was ulterior motives for the government stepping in. Whatever the case may be, they made it safer for the miners. They put in electricity, they modernized the equipment, they gave regulations, and so everything is highly regulated. And it's getting harder and harder to find these stones. And in fact, I believe that the mines may have been closed down, maybe for a while, and they just recently opened. I'm not sure of the full story, but they're going to be more sought after, and they're going to increase in pricing. So get you some Larimar. This I thought was really, really special because you can tell that this is genuine. This is not like those modern pieces that were made for commercial consumption. This is a genuine piece. You can see the age, you can see the wear. This is, I believe, from Africa. It's kind of a small neck. I don't even think it's 16 inches. So maybe it's for a small child or for someone with a very, very delicate neck. And they have bone in here, coral, brass. They have mother of pearl. These are mother of pearl coins. They have these bells. Oh, I just love these bells. And then inside here are 3 different pendants. This one still had its genuine wood. It might be a clove of some sort. I'm not sure what it is in there, but these 2 may have lost their cloves or whatever was inside there. I still loved it anyway. I thought it was a great purchase. And also, it looks like wampum beads, but you know, made from, I would guess, shells, like seashells. And it has some of these faience beads on there, very, very tiny faience beads, made for some like an amuletic properties or talismanic properties. Whatever it is, I just thought it was a really stunning piece. I love it very, very much. And I have to learn more about it, but my guess would be Africa. I believe this is Berber, and it has these amazing jasper stones. And what I like about this is that it's pretty long. You see how long it is? I love all the different stones in like a carnelian like family, probably. I don't think they're carnelian because maybe this one looks like it might be, but it's interesting. Then you have the prayer box, and of course the 4 and the 4 and then the 4. All of these have symbolic meaning, and it's the 4 cardinal compasses, north, east, south, and west. And then you have the middle, which is the center of the universe. So these pieces are highly symbolic. Here you have the bells to ward off the evil spirits. So it has an amulet property to it, a religious property, because some of these contain prayers inside. I can't tell if this one has it or not. Some of these prayer boxes open up and you can put something in there, like prayers or other relics. This one I don't believe has that, but it's just a really, oh, this came out again. Oh. All right, now I have to check all of them. So I'm not gonna do that right now, but I will do it on my own time. This goes over your head, and look how incredibly gorgeous this is. Check this out. This, I believe, I bought at the flea market, and I just really look at that. It has amethyst, it has this, it's just jasper. It has coral. It has turquoise. These turquoise are huge honking turquoise. I would probably test them to see if they're dyed highlight. I'm not sure by looking at them. They could be. I can't really see that well. I just really think that this is very, very well made. It almost have a Chinese piece, a Chinese hook and eye, and it has 925 stamped on it. So this is vermeil. I thought this was so incredibly beautiful. This is a bit of a choker. Chokers normally do not look good on me, but it feels so good. Oh, it's cooling down my neck, and I love it. I'm here for it. Hope you are too. So, I did want to show you that piece. Love hunking necklaces. And then I want to go over to Russia. Yes, we even have Russian jewelry here. This is Russian amber. There was a lady who was Russian when I was buying these at the thrift store. She was so mad because she wanted them and she saw them too late. I already picked them up. They have almost cherry amber here. Then there is sterling silver. And then there's these beautiful coin amber. Baltic maybe, I'm not sure. But it's in a very, very modern motif. Look at this. Amber always looks so good against my skin. I think it's because of the yellow. It brings out the color. And then I have these butterscotch amber. And this one is made with these beautiful brass clip-ons. And if you can see, all the way in here is some Russian writing. And so these are highly, highly collectibles. And they sold this to me as plastic. See, you have to know your stuff, because if you know your stuff, then I knew that they were selling me what they thought was plastic that was really Russian. And I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it very, very much. Check it out. See how pretty that is? Gorgeous. I got this bracelet, and this is a tourist piece. And the reason why I bought this is because it says Firenze. It's an Italian bracelet, and I'm going to Italy next week, and I hope to bring some content to you from Italy. And so I thought, I might as well buy it and wear it to my trip to Italy. Then I have these beautiful Berber bracelets, and I do have a YouTube shorts on this bracelet. I think it was this one that I have the shorts. I'm not sure which one it is, but I ended up finding two of these. This one here has this beautiful green and yellow design that's very, very typical. There's names for this, and it's escaping me, but I'll put it down below. It has these coin. You see the coins to make noise, but the coins also serve as a means for these ladies. If they're in a bind and they need to have some money, they take these coins and they can take them off the bracelet and use them. So these are dowry pieces. These are a way for women in the Berber community to have their own banks that they wear on their person. It's very transportable, so that if they're nomadic and they go from one place to another, they can take and wear their jewelry and their purse and their bank on them with them wherever they go. And it's the one thing that the men are not allowed to take from women is their jewelry. And this one opens up with this lever. So you pull this pin out and then it opens up. I'm not going to do that because it looks a little complicated right now. Here is the pen, P-I-N, and and then it slides into this little groove right here, and voila. These colors are very important. Red symbolizing life, fertility, and blood. Green symbolizing the earth. And sometimes these come in with blue stones, and the blue represents the sky. So look at these stacked up one on another. I just love these. Check out my YouTube shorts on this piece. There's a couple of pockets of culture here in New York. You have, of course, the Puerto Ricans like me, and you have the Italians in Little Italy, and you have the Yemens who migrated to Morris Park, I want to say it is, and established a community of Yemenite food, jewelry, honey, perfume. It's such a sweet little place. The food is incredible. I am not a carnivore at all. I'm more of a quasi-vegetarian, so I don't eat a lot of meats. I don't think I've ever eaten lamb in my life until I went to Little Yemen. It was highly recommended, and the lamb was like butter. You just, with a fork, you could just, it was so delicious. The food is incredible. So if you're ever in New York City, in the Bronx specifically, check out Little Yemen. When we went there, and I have a YouTube short video on it, they had these incredible jewelry stores. And they spend tons of money on jewelry. 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. They have necklaces like this. This is fake, but their necklaces are real 24 karat gold. And they allowed me to put some of it on. Check out that video. They had crowns, they had necklaces, they had earrings. So here's the set. And they also had rings. So, of course, when I see pieces like this in the wild, brings me back to that day that I went shopping, window shopping that is, for jewelry. And I think it's so beautiful, stunning, 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 stunning. And then there's the ring. So this is wedding jewelry, jewelry that women buy to keep as and in times of crisis and times of need, they pawn them and sell them, get some money to pay off their bills. So it's a way for them to survive, and I love that. I love that very, very much. Speaking on wedding, this is a phenomenal wedding necklace. Check this out. Wow, right? Isn't that gorgeous? I hope you guys can see it well. This is so beautiful. And I've seen these being sold. This one happens to be simulated turquoise. There's little sitting Buddhas in each of one of these trapezoids with a crown and with earrings that are made with tiny itty bitty corals. These could be made with coral with tiny little beads of turquoise. This, I've seen these made with black stones, and this version here. This is so beautiful. I've been coveting this necklace for a long, long time. They're quite expensive, a couple of $100, but I was able to snag this one for a quarter of the price. And so when I had the opportunity to do that, I snatched it up, because these are pieces that are in my most wanted list. And I have quite a long list of things that I've been looking for, this being one of them. But guess what? I got it. So I wished it into existence. Now I'm looking for the matching earrings that go with this piece. Now, out in the wild, I found these pieces. This is the piece that I was telling you. So sometimes this necklace is made in this configuration with the coral and then the little tiny beads of turquoise. This is a brooch, and he is sitting Buddha. And I also was fortunate enough to find the coral ring out in the wild, and the metal is brass. I also found this piece in the wild. He has that beautiful crown. And I also found this piece. This is another brooch. So I have two brooches that I found in the wild. And the last thing I found in the wild was this necklace. So isn't this incredible? Stunning, isn't it? I love it. It's one of my most favorite coveted pieces. I can't wait to find a place to wear it to. I don't know. I mean, I would have to find just the right dress or blouse for it. But there you go. So my friends, that's all I got for you. I hope you enjoyed watching this haul. This was my ethnic jewelry haul. It was a very, very special video, and I hope to do more of these because that means I'm sourcing more ethnic pieces out in the wild. And so I hope you enjoy it. Which is my favorite? Oh gosh, this is a tough one. Really, it really is tough for me because I love this sort of jewelry. But I probably love this piece, one of my favorites from this collection, and the Larimar. I love, love, love the Larimar pieces. And which other ones? Oh, of course, these bracelets. Love these. And probably the Ndinke earrings. Love these. And oh yeah. Oh, there's so much to love. So much to love. Which is your favorite? You let me know in the comments. Tell me which one you love the most and why. And with that, be bold, be fabulous, and always wear your beautiful vintage costume jewelry in good health. And con mucho, mucho amor. Hola familia. If you like my content and want to be part of this vintage costume jewelry tribe, don't forget to hit subscribe, like, and leave me a comment. Love to hear from all of you. Ciao.